Peace fam, it's been a while since I've done a recipe, and today I thought I'll show you guys my first attempt at making a local Vincentian delicacy known as blackfish. So let me show you what I've done so far. I've gotten the aromatics prepared. This is my onions. I kept it in rings. You know, people like to cut it a little smaller, but I like the rings. Some yellow bell pepper, some spicy pepper, pimento. This is garlic, tomatoes, and some homegrown chives. And here's the ingredient of the hour, local Vincentian blackfish. I saw a local content creator recipe on YouTube. I'm going to try and follow hers as close as possible. And I'll shout her out when I recall her sometime further down in the video. So I'm going to cook this pretty much like a person would cook saltfish. So this is salted blackfish, and we'll get to the next steps. Let's go. And we're back to the part. By the way, shout out to Sam's Gifted Hands 3998, I believe is her handle on YouTube. That's her recipe that I'm following. So the next step is to, she used lime, but I couldn't find lime, so I'm using lemons, to thoroughly scrub and wash the blackfish before boiling it. So stay tuned for the next steps. Okay, so here we are, all scrubbed and cleaned. So now I'm going to just put it in the pot and fill it with some water and put instruction to boil this for about half an hour. Some people like to boil it for longer, or pressure cook it if you will. I'm just going to follow Sam's Gifted Hands recommendation for half an hour. So we'll stay to the next step, so let's stay tuned. So our half an hour is up, and this is what we're working with. I am going to keep some of the stock, so when I'm cooking it later and I need to add some liquid, we'll have that on hand. So basically, just put that to the side. And the next step is to drain this liquid. And then I'm doing this with one hand, so can't exactly get every last drop out without spilling any. But anyway, the next step is to run cool water over it and shred it into tiny pieces as you would do when cooking saltfish. So I'll do that process and I'll show you the result. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're back. This is what it looks like shredded up. She had mentioned half an hour of boiling. I don't know if that was enough or whether I should have just maybe pressured this for half an hour, because it seems a little bit, you know, less light than hers. In any event, this is what it looks like, and I'm about to put everything together. The first thing we'll do is put our oil in our medium heat pan. I'm using a mix of coconut and olive oil. You use whatever oil you want. Put about that much because blackfish tends to absorb a lot of oil. So just let that heat up. And then, oh, it looks like it's warm already. It's at temperature. And we'll just dump everybody in. Okay, I'm doing this with one hand. So let me get to this and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Everybody is sauteing up nicely, and she said now this is the point you add your blackfish. That's everybody. And going to mix this up. Till everybody gets married, so to speak. And she said you don't have to do this, but I'm doing it per her instruction, which is to just add a little bit of ketchup. So I'm just adding some of my homemade ketchup to the broth. And I think it needs, I'm going to add my chives when it's almost done. But I think I should put in a little bit of the water that I left back, that I retained. So I'm just going to let this fry up, and I'll show you what the end result looks like and do a little taste test. Stay tuned. Welcome back, fam. It's that time. The blackfish is finished. I'm going to have some now. Actually, I've had some before, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. The meat This is what we're working with. I'm having it with a little bit of sweet potatoes, some cucumber slices, and a few olives. This is what the texture looks like. It's you can see it's quite reminiscent of beef jerky. Let's have a bite. Very reminiscent of saltfish. Pardon me while I eat. But very much like saltfish, but with the texture of beef jerky. It's a delicacy in St. Vincent, and I quite enjoy it. Next time, I think I will pressure it for half an hour instead of boiling it for half an hour. But if you're ever in St. Vincent, come down and have some blackfish. It's a very, very delicious delicacy here in St. Vincent. Until next time, peace.